What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simpson Build. This is going to be a little update video on the all-wheel drive hatch. So, as you guys know before, in the previous video, we installed our turbo manifold from 1320 and was working on the up pipe and stuff. Well, come to find out, there's another guy that I'm on Instagram with, and it was actually Facebook, and he has an EF as well, got the same manifold and all that, and he's having clearance issues. Well, for the wastegate, he is making a bracket for the wastegate for clearance. So I'm going to be getting that off of him. And as far as the exhaust up pipe, I'm going to end up having to fabricate something up for it to clear, and I'll show you why. Now, when I had the up pipe chilling right here trying to get an idea of where it's touching at on the firewall, because I really didn't want to, but I was going to try to hammer this in, try to give me a little bit more clearance. I was going to take cutting wheel, cut this guy off right there, and give me a little bit more room. So with that being said, I've done that, and I'm still gonna have clearance issues. So reason being is with this guy right here. So as you can see, say this is sitting in the engine bay like so, right? Come straight up, straight across the firewall. Now, if you look at the angle on this, so I'll bring this over here, and then you look at the angle right here. That's gonna be a lot more tougher of an angle to fit. If we do get this firewall pushed in to give us some more room for the manifold, we're going to be lacking maybe like 20 degrees for this flange to meet this and flushed. So in order for that to be flushed, I would have to take this up pipe and move it that way. Well, clearly we can't do that because it's already touching the firewall. So what I was thinking was I'm going to end up having to cut this somewhere. Really don't want to, because like I said, all I got is that flux core, and I'm not trying to have some ugly welds showing and make mine look even worse. So in order for us to get this flushed, get this cleared to where we can run it, there's going to have to be another bend in here somewhere, like a small, like I said, 20-degree pie cut, something along those lines to get this guy met up with this. So I also thought about maybe taking and cutting somewhere in here, or maybe right in here, and adding another pipe that has a little bit more of a more aggressive bend than what this is right here. That way I can get this guy where he needs to be mounted down, everything connected up, and be able to run it that way. So even if we was to get that taken care of, another thing I noticed is if this comes down enough, I feel like it's still going to be in the way with the heater core. So it's going to be a tough little job. Try to figure out exactly how I'm going to have this guy mounted. I've also thought about pretty much leaving this, like cutting this off go ahead and mounting it up, get some pipe and run it down up underneath, come through here underneath, run it straight along through here right underneath the heater core, and then come up right here, which is why I got this zip tied up out of the way so I can start getting some ideas of how I'm going to make this work. So it should look, I mean, of course it's not going to be sitting up that tall because it's going to be setting down into the base and more, but get somewhat of an idea of how it's going to look. I mean, kind of an idea. It looks funny just sitting up this high, but we're going to try to make it work. Another thing, I got this box in the mail yesterday, so I was excited because what was supposed to be in this box is another piece to the puzzle. Well, this was initially supposed to be a tile 50 millimeter blow-off valve. So I was like, cool, blow-off valve's here. Need to open this box up, cut the size where the tape was, opened it up. Once I opened it, seen this, I was like, well, there's a lot more room there than expected. And this is all that was in there. What the heck, man? So as I proceed to be clueless as to why there's just a blow-off valve spring in a box with no blow-off valve, no flange, no V-band, nothing, no O-ring. So I went back to the listing from where I bought it, went back through the description. I was thinking maybe it was my fault, and I ordered just a spring. No, that's not the case. It was supposed to come with the whole black tile housing, the spring, the O-ring, the weld-on flange, and the V-band clamp. All I got was a spring, bro. It's not cool. So, as me being the nice, sometimes good guy, I decided to contact the seller before leaving, like making a dispute and all this and filing stuff through PayPal and all that crap. So I decided to contact the seller, send him pictures, let him know what happened, and long story short, told me to keep the spring, and he sent me another package, and it got shipped out today. So we got that on the way. We, as of today, ordered our ECU. So with those that are familiar with Honda, S300, K-Pro, all of that, they are on back order. No telling how long they're on back order, but I was really wanting to go K-Pro, the V4. Everybody runs it, and we end up just settling with Haltech. So got a Haltech on the way for the car. Went ahead and marked that off on the list on our board, and I ended up going ahead and ordering my dual fuel pumps. Got the dual 380 Bosch with the mounting brackets for the rear to mount underneath the car. They are inline pumps. It comes with the tee-off fittings for the feed and return and all that to meet into one pump. So you got the bracket or the T-fitting. It's more like a Y fitting, I guess you can say, where it takes both of the feeds and runs it through and then comes out of one fitting. That way you can just run your line straight up. Same way for the return side. Or yeah, for the feed, and then like, you know what I'm saying. So, got all of that ordered, and it comes with all the Dash 8 fittings and the hardware to mount it. So, we're making progress. Now we're waiting on parts. Still trying to figure out how we're going to do our up pipe on the exhaust. It's small, tedious stuff now. All the big stuff is now out of the way, other than injectors and what else? And wastegate. Those are two pretty pricey things right now, and honestly, to me, at this point, they're not even that much. Injector about $500, wastegate about $400 to $500. So all the big expensive stuff, to me, is knocked out. It's out of the way. So the big stress reliever off my back. Now we can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel and realize that this build is making progression. So just want to give you guys a little update and let y'all know exactly how things are going now, and pretty much try to pick up where we left off with the manifold video of what we're going to do on the up pipe. So I got those couple options that I'm going to try to do. I'm still trying to throw some ideas together, some thoughts. So if y'all got any input, I want to let the boy know, because I need some help right now. Any ideas, better than no idea. So we'll go ahead and close this one down, and we'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.